And we're back. Okay, so pretty much to anybody who doesn't know what's going on here, we just got done with a small Weiss Schwartz stream. Pretty much just did it as a replacement for Valkyria Chronicles, because Valkyria Chronicles is sort of messing up a little bit today. So we're pretty much just going to go and do random stuff today. It's probably going to be this, maybe a little bit more Weiss Schwartz if anybody still wants to play. And that'll be it for the day. And then tomorrow will be the actual stream. So, you know, if you're looking for card games and chill, this technically isn't it. This is just sort of me screwing around. I'm going to be teaching somebody how to play MLP. This is the Twilight Sparkle starter deck, so this is what we're going to use. This is the deck that I started out with too, so it's the one that I'm the most familiar with, I suppose. These cards look so freaking old, man. There's such a difference between base set and the sets that we have out today, man. The artwork got so much better. The next game's a normal game. What mess that was that? Yeah, no, it was unfortunate, but that's okay. I don't play it's in UK, and it drags out my plays. Yeah, I understand that. Oh my god, the interface isn't necessarily perfect, but I mean, it's home until something better shows up. Next time my level 1 game is level reversers and anti-level reversers. Okay, yep. So, Mr. Bunny, are you here? If you are, I'll send this link right over. And, yeah. There we are. That's the deck we're going to use. So you can go ahead and just hop in there whenever you're ready. What is the closest TCG MLP compares to? That is a tough call. That is a really tough one. Because honestly, it's fairly unique, I'd say. Like, I wouldn't say that there's another card game that it necessarily compares to. Let me think for a second. Plays a little bit like Eye of Judgment, but I don't think anybody's played that except for me. Once you get into the MLP room, don't look at the chat. Why? You realize saying that makes me want to look at the chat, right? Hi, I'm new, but Kudo-kun is on YouTube. Is going to teach me here in like 40 minutes. Are you advertising? I mean, I thank you for it, but still. So, let's see here. Oh, wait a second. Are you using like an actual deck? Well, that's not good. You should leave the room and just use the starter deck. Jesus, Solid Snacks. Did you really, honestly play Eye of Judgment? Because Eye of Judgment, man, that was good times. I don't care if it was a gimmick. Man, getting to play my cards on that little crappy cloth map they had, trying to position the camera. Oh god. I remember you had to be playing on the surface of the sun to get the camera to actually pick up any of your cards. Switch? Okay, good stuff. Perfect. We're gonna go in here. And I'll switch this on over too. Okay, so can't remember which is which. So main character. Okay, just gonna flip this over real quick. Flip over your main character and put it in your home. Okay, good. I was gonna say, you might just want to listen in on this stream and not turn it off, because I'm going to be teaching you, and it's going to be a lot easier that way. Okay, so now what you're going to do is look through your problem deck. Excuse me, look through your problem deck. I think the starter for this one is Runaway Cart, so bring Runaway Cart to the top. No, it's not Runaway Cart. Give me one sec. It's... Give me one moment. Is it I Need Answers? No, it's Alive. I remember. Yeah. Okay, so bring It's Alive to the top. Separate it. Shuffle your deck. Yeah, you're going to be wanting to play with the other one. Okay, and then put it right on top. Actually, just to make it more official, I'm just gonna tap it and put it on top. You don't have to do that, but it helps. Alright, good stuff. So, normally this is where we would roll to see who goes first, but I'll just let you go first since I'm teaching you. For right now, go ahead and draw 6 cards. Also, ignore the backgrounds. They're actually using stuff from the like the beginning of My Little Pony, and some of it's really wrong. So I'll just go over that with you in a second here. Okay, right-click your hands and hit Show to Opponent. I want to see your hand. It'll be easier to teach you this way. I was going to turn this sideways too for a second. Actually, no, that's stupid. I'm not going to turn sideways. Ignore me. Ignore me. Alright. Nah. Okay, this is a decent opening hand. We can play this. Actually, no, that's... this is kind of a dumb way of doing it, too. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Double-click all of the cards in your hands. I know this sounds really annoying, but just bear with me for a second here. I promise this is going to go well. What the heck? That's really weird. In most games, when you double-click, it shows your opponent... Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, it just doesn't even matter. So, we're going to get on to the game. At the beginning of your turn, you get action points based on how many victory points the winning player currently has. Action points are how you actually play the cards from your hands, too. So, at the beginning of the game, if we have 0 or 1 point, each player gets 2 at the beginning of their turn. So take 2 green tokens, and oh hey, there they are. Take 2 green tokens and put them in your hands. We do this on Trade Cards Online because it just shows how many we currently have. Like, technically, you could also put them somewhere else, like if you really wanted to, but we normally just put them on a section of our hands. There you go, perfect. So, you have 2 points to spend this turn. The cost of the card is the white circle under cost on the left-hand side of the, on the left-hand side of the card. The card on top is the card's power. So, the goal of the game is to have enough power on one of your problems to beat it, and then you get points, and then you win the game. So they took away the bonus for right now, so don't just ignore what that says. What you need to do is get 1 purple power on It's Alive, and you also need to get 1 non-purple power on It's Alive. Since your deck is since your deck is purple and orange, you need to get both an orange character and a blue character on this problem. Or, on your opponents, you play on the other side. So instead of being specifically one purple and one non-purple, it's 4 of anything that you want. So it can be a mixture of orange and purple, and it's just whatever you want. Right now you have 2, so if you wanted to, you could actually play Comet Tail and Cherry Jubilee from your hands on your problem here, and you would be solving it. Which is probably what I would recommend. Let's see, what else do you have? Card, another powerful new card. Yeah, drill bit's always good. Those and oranges. Okay, not bad. Not bad, really. Like, honestly, your opening hand is pretty pristine. Okay, so when you play your cards, take the cost of... Okay, good, you're already doing it. Nice. So when you play your characters, there are 3 places you can play them. You can either play them to your home, directly onto a problem, or directly onto your opponent's problem. With these 2 cards that you just played, what you're going to want to do is put them directly at the problem instead of playing them to your home. Your home is like your main base. It's where all of your cards will go when certain conditions are met. Like right now, when they're at home, they're not actually in play doing anything right now. So take them and move them onto your problem. Yeah, so like I was saying before, this is like the perfect opening hand, right? Because he has enough to beat his first problem just right off the bat. Unfortunately, there's no more bonus points, so, you know, that kind of sucks, but that's still going to put him a point ahead of me, and the entire point of the game is to get 15 points from beating these problems. So what he's going to do now is he's going to take these 2 characters and move them over here to his problem. Oh, no, not directly on top of it. No, sorry. Move them, stack them under your problem. Oh, in fact, move them to my home. Move them to my home and I'll show you how to do it. Let me see what I got here. Okay. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Perfect. Just, Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Just keep it just like that. Oh, no, it's okay. You had them. It's just like this. You're good. Okay, sorry. I know with the delay it's a little rough. It's a little rough, but we're going to make it through, okay? We're going to make it through. So, after your main phase is over, you hit the scoring phase. In the scoring phase, you check and see if you're meeting the requirements to complete any of the problems that are face up. Right now, you are indeed meeting the problems for It's Alive, because you have 1 purple power and 1 non-purple power. Now, what you're going to do is, since you're the first player, you're going to get 1 victory point by moving your counter up here by 1. Just change A to 1 and you should be good. Alright, perfect. So there's nothing else you can really do. I would just end your turn. Okay, perfect. Sorry. I'll draw a card. Now, the winning player has one action point, which doesn't change how many action points... I mean, one victory point, I'm sorry. Doesn't change how many action points I get, so I get 2. Now I have 2 points to play around with. And I can't really do anything, so I'm done. You're up again, buddy. The cool thing about this game is your action points don't disappear. So the 2 action points that I have this turn are going to be saved so that I can make a bigger play next turn. So at the beginning of your turn, go ahead and draw a card. Get your 2 action points back because the winning player still has 1. Okay, go ahead and flip that card over so I can see what it is. And while that's going, I'll explain. Right now, you're successfully completing this problem. So this is going to gain you 1 victory point a turn, every turn that you can continue completing it. There is a way for us to fight over this, though. If I also come up and start completing it, then what'll happen is... Ooh, let me see this real quick. Wow! So it has 1 power, and it'll go up by another 1 when you have a report in play. Okay, that's fine. So, like I said before, if I play enough power to start completing this as well, then at the end of my turn, both of our sides will have a fight over it to see who gets the bonus points. You have pretty much 3 options right now. You can either continue playing cards on this so that when we fight you have more power behind you. You can play cards over here on this other problem to try and complete it too. You'll get a special thing for completing them both. Or you can take your Twilight Sparkle and move it onto one of these 2 problems. To move a character from one space to another space, you have to give up 2 action points. So if you want to move Twilight Sparkle at any point, you just pay 2 and move her to which problem you want her at. And that should be good. Question, do any of you play PS4 Guilty Gear Rev 2? I may set it up. I don't play it. I used to play Guilty Gear back in the day. But I haven't really played like a fighting game that's come out recently. I do like Guilty Gear though. You're done? So you're not going to do anything else? Okay, so if you're not going to play anything else, then on your score phase, you get 1 point because of your characters being here solving this problem. So move your token up another. Not token, sorry. I'm misspeaking a lot today. Move your victory points up by 1 because you're completing this problem. Perfect. So I'm going to draw a card. Getting dangerously close to the hand limit here, I believe. I think the main hand limit is 8. So at the beginning of my turn, if the winning player has between 2 and 5 victory points, it goes up to 3 action points that we get instead. So I'm going to get 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now the question is, what do I want to do with it? So I'll also explain color requirements. This one, if you'll notice under its cost, it's got sort of like an orange block with a 2 on it. That means that I cannot put this in play until I have at least 2 orange power already in play. That would mean like I would have to get anti-applesauce in play, and then I'd also have to have another orange in play. So this card is off the table until I can do that. Our main characters start out at 1 purple. Like, you start on their start side, obviously. In fact, I'm going to take a token and put it on my start side to show that I'm on the start side. Perfect. So, in order to get this card onto its boosted side, which, if you were playing in real life, would be flipping the card over, then you have to complete whatever its requirement is. This card's requirement is just when I win a face-off. So, my goal here should be to win a face-off with this card, so that after it's flipped, I get its super sexy side. Sorry, I shouldn't say sexy about ponies, but it's more powerful side. Because when you flip it, it'll have 3 power, and it'll have studious. Studious is a keyword that most purple cards get. If it's involved in a face-off, I think. No, if you win a face-off involving the card, then you get 1 action point, which is nice. And then during a face-off involving this card, if you would put a flipped event to the bottom of your deck, you can put it in your hand instead, and I'll get into all that later. So right now I have 5 action points, gonna see how I want to spend it. Let's start by getting rid of 2 action points to put 2 power on this problem over here. Now, from... Oh, sorry, not this one. This one. Right. So, I still need 2 more to complete it, because on my side of the card, I still need 4. So, I'll pay 1 more. To play this. And 1 to play this. Perfect. So now I have 4 power on this problem. It's still my main phase since I haven't ended yet. So I'm going to pay 1. There are cards called Troublemakers. You'll notice that they have like a sort of red border around their effect text. You pay 1 and you put it face down on a problem. And then during my next turn, it'll flip face up. This is the way that all Troublemakers work. You just pay 1 and you put it face down at a problem, and it creates a problem for your opponent, obviously. So that's all I'm going to do there. We're going to move on to the score phase. I get 1 because I'm successfully meeting the requirements. And since I'm meeting the requirements and you're meeting the requirements, we're going to have a face-off. So the way this works is really simple. Flip over the top card of your deck. Okay, sweet. So now add your power to the power of the card that you flipped. My total power is going to be 6. What the heck is my roommate watching? It sounds really weird. Okay, so, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what else to say. I figured you would type your power in. So, your power here is going to be 4, and mine's going to be 6. So, unfortunately, you lost this face-off. Just double-click the card that you flipped. Oh, actually, it doesn't really have to be this way. So, you do have an event that you can... Never mind. No, you can't. You don't have enough. So, double-click the top card of your deck, right-click, and move top card to bottom. Excuse me. After you're done with that, move all of your characters home. Okay, perfect. Now, you're going to double-click your It's Alive, move it to the bottom, and flip the next card. Also, because I won the face-off, I'm going to get the bonus. The bonus is 1, so bam. I'm at 2 points now. Is it 4 power for win the problem or for ponies? Oh, it's 4 power for me to be considered able to get a point for completing the to confront. The word for it is confront. It means I'm meeting the requirements to confront the problem. Confronting is, of course, when I'm allowed to get a victory point for completing it. Not completing it, obviously, because completing is something completely different, but if I have 4 power on the problem, I'm considered confronting, and it's how I get victory points off of it. Since both of us were gaining victory points off of it at the same time, we have one more face-off, which we just did there, and the winner gets the bonus points, and the problem changes. So now that problem goes to the bottom of the deck, you flip over the next card, and we'll see what happens. No, I mean, I guess you could put it there if you really want to. It doesn't really matter. Just flip over the next card, and that will be the next problem we're confronting. Let's see, what are you guys talking about in here? We should all get that being Kudo Clanners. Oh god, what a meme. Question, let's see. So, I say J2K, I mean jump down kick. 2 is the, yeah. Yep. Looks like you guys are just nerding out about fighting games, that's fine. Okay, so this next one is I need answers. So on your side, you need to get 3 purple power and 2 orange power. And on my side, I need to just get 6 power altogether. At the end of my turn, I'm within home limit, so I'm fine. I'm just going to end my turn, and you may go. Since the winning player still has 2 victory points, just give yourself 3 green tokens, and you'll have 5 to work with this turn. And don't forget to draw a card. Okay. Wow, looks like you have a Troublemaker too. So the way this Troublemaker works is at the start of your opponent's Troublemaker phase, they exhaust one of their characters. Exhausted characters cannot add their power to face-offs or confronting a problem. So, you know, this isn't necessarily the most irritating card in the game, but it can do something. If you play this, you just pay 1 action token and put it face down at a problem, and the cool thing about it is your opponent cannot confront the problem until they beat this Troublemaker in a Troublemaker face-off, which is a completely separate thing, don't worry about it. But yeah, you can put this down to stop your opponent from confronting one of the problems. You can put it either on your problem or your opponent's, depending on which one you want to stop them from. And let's see what else is in your hands. Okay. Okay. So right now you need to figure out which problem you want to try and confront. You can either go for yours, which is the 3 purple and 2 orange, or you can go for mine, which is 4 of anything, but there will be a Troublemaker there soon. Another neat thing about the MLP card game is at any point, you can pay 1 action token to draw 1 card. So if you feel like your hand's not very good, you can pay an action token to draw another card and see what you get. I wouldn't really recommend it here. It looks like you have some stuff you can do. Yeah, I mean, which problem would you like to try and confront? I mean, that's sort of the real issue. Honestly, going for either of them is viable. Now that you have some characters at home, if you want these characters to go back out onto another problem again, you have to pay 2 action points to move them to that problem. And this includes your main character too. Your main character has a home limit on it, which tells you how many characters you're allowed to have in your home at the end of your turn. We're both within home limits right now, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. I guess the question is, which of these 2 problems do you think is easier for you to confront? Do you think it's easier to get 4 of anything, or do you think it's easier to get 3 purple and 2 orange? Alrighty, Solid Snacks, thank you so much for stopping by. Is that each or all? Sorry, what? Are you talking about the paying 2 to move? If you pay 2 to move, it's each individual character. So, what would be good for you to do? Stubborn, nice. Yes or nay? Okay, timeout. Don't play characters to your home. I'm just gonna let you know that's a really bad idea. Play the character to one of the problems, depending on which one you want to solve. You can put it over here to start meeting the purple color requirement, or you can start moving it over here to maybe confront this troublemaker and get that 4. Like, honestly, either one is okay at this point. You could try to counterplay me and try to figure out which problem I'm trying to play at, so then you could just confront that one because you want to beat me to it. But it's all up to you. Either one of them's viable, really. Okay, nice. So Stubborn is what I was talking about before. If this card gets exhausted, you can still use it to confront a problem or use its power during face-offs. Really useful. You're done? Okay. Well, that means I'm up. Let's draw a card. I'll get my 3. And I'm done. Go ahead. So, after you draw your card, gonna flip this over here. Whenever you play a Troublemaker, it flips during your next Troublemaker phase. So, now that... oh wait, did I do that wrong? Yeah, it flipped during my Troublemaker phase, I'm sorry. I forgot to do it before I said I'm done. So, the Troublemaker flips. You get your tokens, you draw your card, and then Purple Parasprite's effect is one of your characters becomes exhausted. So you can choose any one of your characters and just tap it to show that it's exhausted, and you're good. One neat thing here is right now you sort of have a counter to the card right here in Apple Cobbler Headstrong, because Stubborn makes it so that being exhausted doesn't affect how the card plays. So honestly, it's not really going to do much to you right now, because you could just give it to Apple Cobbler and she's still good. But yeah, I mean, You've got 5 action points to work with this turn. Do you think there's a play you can make that will solve you a problem or something? You could pay 1 action token to draw a new card. You can do that as many times as you want to. You have 2 orange power in play, so you could play Drill Bit if you'd really like to. What? Dismissed? Oh, dismissed is being taken from the field and put into the discard pile. It's just discarding. They just called it dismissed because they're fancy. Oh god, I can't believe I'm already out of soda. I'm gonna have to go get another one. Alright, all you nerds are talking about Guilty Gear. I think we should talk about the real star of the show, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Am I right, guys? What a great looking game that's turning out to be. Okay, so when that's put in play, your opponent discards a random card. So, I'm going to right-click, choose randomly. It looks like this card is discarded. Goodbye. No hard hat. Oh, also during your Troublemaker phase, this flipped. Sorry. Not even paying attention. But now I have to confront this purple Parasprite to get to this problem here. So, good stuff. Good stuff. So now that you've got a pretty beefy number on this Troublemaker right here, you can confront the Troublemaker during your Troublemaker points. No, you're not technically meeting it right now because there's a Troublemaker in your way. During your next turn, after you draw a card, and when the Troublemaker phase happens, you can challenge this Troublemaker to a fight, and if you win, then you'll get to beat its points and send it to the discard pile. But you cannot confront a problem while there's a Troublemaker at the problem. They're nice little shields you can put out in front of your opponent so they can't do anything. But of course, if you beat it next turn, then you'll be able to confront it next turn. Okay, so I'll go. I'll draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Troublemaker phase, I'm going to exhaust this card right here. How do I want to do this? I have 6 to spend. I don't really have 2, 3, 4. Don't really have anything I can do. Okay, I'm done. You're up. Okay, so now that you've drawn a card, you have to exhaust a character for Purple Parasprite. Are you going to keep it as Apple Cobbler? Okay, so I'm going to assume that Apple Cobbler is the card that you're going to keep exhausted for the effect. So now that we're in the Troublemaker phase, and you undid it. Okay, perfect. So now that we're in the Troublemaker phase, you can challenge a Troublemaker to a face-off, and the face-off works exactly the same way that the other face-off went. So, declare that you're going to do the face-off, and then we'll flip over the top card of our deck, add it to our card's power, and then compare and see who's stronger. Okay, flip over the top card of your deck. I'm going to get... Oh, nice. +3. So it's going to be 4 plus 3 on my side. I'm at 7. You need to draw a 3 or higher to beat me. Okay, that is an unfortunate card to get. So right now I'm at 7 and you're at 6. Although, you do have a pretty nifty little card in your hand that can get you out of this. So your card Duck and Cover is made for situations like this where you get a really bad flip. If you want, you can pay 1 to play Duck and Cover to ignore this card and flip a new one. Because right now I'm at 7, so you're going to be losing unless you get something that's 3 or higher. Alright, perfect. Go ahead and pay 1 for it. Double click Mint Julep and put her to the bottom and flip a new one. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, so sorry, nothing really happens there. I'm gonna put this to bottom, and the Troublemaker stays. Unlucky. Okay, but good news for you. There's not really a penalty for losing a Troublemaker face-off, I don't think. I'll Google this really quickly to make sure. You can continue your turn while I'm doing this. Oh, okay. There is a penalty. Sorry. Okay, so the penalty is you have to take one of the characters that was involved in the face-off and move them home. So which one would you like to get rid of? Okay, good stuff. I'll draw. Get my 3. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'm going to start playing over here, maybe. Can I do anything? I don't think I can get enough orange because this doesn't have enough power. I could pay 2 to have 2. Play 2 more to have 3. 4. 5. It's not enough, really. I'm going to pay 1 to draw a card. See if I get something better. Not bad. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would I be good to draw another one? I'm going to go ahead and draw 1 more. Let's see what I can get. Okay, not great. Honestly, not great. Let's go ahead and pay 2 to do this. And then I'll pay 1 and 2 to play this. And I'm good. Go for it. Okay, so what does this do again? I don't remember. Play after you flip for the Troublemaker face-off. Ignore that card's power and flip a new card. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's like the other one, but you can only use it for Troublemaker face-offs. You still have 4 power on this Troublemaker. Do you want to try beating it again, or do you want to just pass on it this turn? Okay, so let's flip the top card of our deck. Oh, I'm gonna get 4 power here. That's a nice thing about having events and resources in your deck, is they normally have really high power, so if you flip them, then that's good. Oh, but with that clutch 5, my dude. So that's going to put you at 9 and me at 8. So you win the Troublemaker face-off. Top card to bottom. I'm going to move this to the discard pile. And when you beat a Troublemaker, you get its points. So you're actually going to get 1 point for beating it. And yes, I am trolling. Be able to play on here, the hat would drive me nuts. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Okay, so what would you like to do this turn? We've got 3 action points to work with. Can you make any plays happen this turn? So I'm going to let you know the metagame of My Little Pony is you normally don't spend any action points until you can accomplish something. You normally want to make all of your big plays at once. You normally don't want to play like small things one at a time. Granted, I mean, there's not like a huge rule against it or anything. Like, you can. It just makes you a bit more vulnerable because it lets your opponent see exactly like what you're trying to do. Okay, so we got 2 power on this. Nice, nice, nice. And you're done. Okay. I'll draw. No. 1, 2, 3. Can I do anything? The resources don't have one in play right now. Let's go ahead and pay 1 to draw a card. So I've got 5. Is there a way I can get 4 power on this turn? Let's see. That would be 1, 2, 3. So not really. Let's go ahead and hold off 1 more turn. Go ahead. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes, sorry. When you hit I'm done, I sort of lost it. So, you do get 1 point for confronting the problem, yeah. Sorry about that. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time, but yes. Because you're confronting the problem, you do get 1 point for it. We just kind of skipped over it. Okay, looks like you got your first resource. Oh, your second resource. Oh, nice. Didn't even notice. So, resources tell you where they can be played. Right now, the 2 resources you have can be played on a problem, and they get some kind of effect. Like Outshine them all, whenever you want to face off with that problem, you gain 1. It's actually a really bad card, but we're not going to talk about that, okay? This is just starter decks. You're done? Okay, so you get 1 point for confronting this problem here. You're going to go up to 5. Just want to see you get that counter before I start my turn. Perfect. So I'm gonna draw. No. We're gonna get 3 points. 2 and 3. So let's start trying to play something. Right? We're gonna pay 1 to put Professor in play here. We're gonna pay 1 to put another Professor at play here. And now I'm going to pay 2. Actually, just, yeah, 2. I'm gonna pay 2 to put Fighting for Friendship in play at this problem. Whew. So during face-offs, my characters each get +1 power, and the Professor Nays get +1 power while they're at a problem with a report resource, which this is. So it's going to be 2, 4, 5, and 6, which means I am confronting. I will score my point during the score phase, and I'm done. Go ahead. Holy cow, you guys are still talking here. Nice. Let's see. DBZ Fighters does indeed look amazing. I am very, very excited for DBZ Fighters. Let's see, I plan a program called OCTGN, which from the looks of things is probably better outside the deck editor, which is the worst deck editor in experience. I miss Dueling Network, too. Dueling Network, man. Dueling Network, those were good times. Although Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro blows Dueling Network out of the water, but Dueling Network was fun. I think all of my old decks are still on Dueling Network, actually. Nice. Looks like we're going to both have that Fighting for Friendship in play. And you are copying me, brah. Oh, there's no face-off. No face-off. No face-off. So there's no face-off here. Because your problem requires 3 purple and 2 non-purple, and right now all of your power is purple. It's all purple. All of it. You need to get 2 orange onto this problem to be confronting it. Once you get that 2 orange, then you'll be confronting the problem. You could move something over there if you want to. Maybe pay 2 to move a drill bit over there or something. If you want, it's up to you. Oh, it's just gonna... Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll draw. Oh, your points. Go up to 6. Okay, perfect. So Nana for purple Parasprite. Now the number's going to go up again if the winning player has between 6 and 10 6 and 10 victory points. The action points go up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, it'd be nice, some orange. I'm gonna pay 1. See if I can draw some orange cards. Here we go. We got them, boys. So we're meeting the color requirements. I'm gonna pay 2 to put this bad boy into play. Need to move this over a little bit. My space is looking a little bit cluttered. Okay, nice. So what else do I want to do? Then I'm gonna play 2, 3, and 4. Now I can finally get drill bit in play. Just right click your hands and hit choose randomly. Okay, looks like apples and oranges is going to be discarded. I've only got 1 action point left. Don't really know what I want to do with it, so I think I'll go ahead and save it for right now. Okay, so I'm confronting the problem successfully. I'm going to get my point, and it's you. Hope DBZ Fighters eventually comes out on the Switch? Maybe. Honestly, I don't really care about that. What I care about is getting Smash on the Switch. I need Smash on the Switch. Like, I don't even know what they haven't done it already. It seems like you could map it out pretty easily to play on the Joy-Cons. So, you know, if you brought it, you could just, you know, use the Joy-Con, hand one to somebody, play a quick 1v1 against someone on the go. That would be so sick. So sick. Okay, so what have we got here? Nice. Then nice. Okay, get your point first. First, get your point for confronting. Perfect. Okay, so let's start by flipping over the top card of our deck. Oh, that clutch +5. So let me add up my power while you're doing your thing. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then plus this, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power altogether. So then you add up yours. Aw, snap. Okay, looks like I'm gonna win by 1. That clutch 1 though. Let me just double check here. Are you sure you're only at 17? Okay, so with this, it's 2, 4, 6 plus 1 because you have the report, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Yep, I'm going to be winning by a whole 1. So, do you have anything in your hand that you can play? That's only Troublemaker face-offs, and that doesn't help. Okay, so unfortunately I won this one. We're going to send all of our characters home. 3, 4, and 5. Because I was the winner of the face-off, I get the 2 bonus. Okay, so what's the new one? So, that a player's opponent discards a card. Okay, nice. Cool. So I need 6, and you need 2 orange and 2 purple. Oh, you forgot to move this card over here. No? Okay, so at the end of your turn, since you have a home limit of 3, you have to discard some of your in-play characters. You're only allowed to have 3 at the end of your turn, so whatever 3 you think are the best, you can keep, and then the rest of them are discarded. Unfortunately, this is known as retiring and not dismissing, so anti-applesauce's effect won't go off, but, you know, she's not really that important of a card anyway, so... Alright, I'm gonna get rid of your Professor Nay. Also, when the face-off is concluded, we both lose our resource thing. As soon as a problem like this is completely solved, then any cards attached to it that aren't Troublemakers are discarded. So, yep. And then I'll draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this. I'm actually going to try and confront this with Drill Bit, just see what happens. So, Troublemaker face off. I'll flip. 7. Oh, you don't have to do it until the end of your turn, so I still have a turn to get some dudes out of there. Kudo, did you remember the bonus rule change? Yes, we totally did, Phoenix. Six times what I play my DS Smash daily? I could not do that, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool that we can play on the Switch. I'm not on the Switch, on the 3DS, but man, I cannot control on the 3DS. It is such cancer. I can't control with a nub. Like, my movement's just not fluid enough. I need a stick. I need a stick to control myself. Are we good, Mr. B? Just flip on over the top card of your deck and we can continue. Okay, perfect. So, for 7, 4, 7. Gosh darn it, we tied. So, since it was a tie, I still technically lose. I think. Let me double check that real quick. Ties aren't very common. Let's see. When the face-off, Troublemakers is dismissed. This face-off. Each player. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, that's so awkward. So I guess nothing happens. Alright, neat. So let's see, what do I want to do here? I think I already got my points. So let's pay to... Is there anybody here worth keeping? Okay, so I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to move Granny Smith out here. Pay 2 more to move Blue Moon out here. And then I end my turn. So now I got to get rid of some dudes. I'm going to get rid of this guy, this guy, this guy, and this is good. I would like to know as well, since I'm trying to get into tournaments. What's up? Have there been any rule changes since your last video, Kudo? Well, really the only main rule change is the fact that when you first confront a problem, you don't get the bonus anymore. Bonuses are only obtained through face-offs now. That's really the only change. Everything else is pretty much the same. You need to learn about a new card type. There's a card called Dilemmas, which pretty much lets you have more than one more than one problem in play at a time. Because dilemmas count as, like, they're a weird hybrid between resources and problems. And you can put them in play and confront them the same as you do any other problem. Also, hello Brony Hero, thank you for joining us. Alright, holy cow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you really pay to move everybody out here? That's insane. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna let you know. It's generally better to not move friends from home if they've only got 1 power. Just because every action point you spend, you want to be getting 1 power's worth. Okay, I will. But just saying, you generally don't, because you normally want to be paying for either more power than you get, or at least even. So when you pay 2 to move 1, it's normally considered a bad move. That player's opponent discards a card. So I'll go ahead and discard Outshine Them All. And you get 1 point. Oh, wait a second. You don't get 2. You only get 1. Yep, yep. You only get one for confronting. Let's play all fighting games with a TS arcade stick. Dude, I tried to learn... What about It's Alive? What do you mean, what about It's Alive? Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I completely forgot. So, I actually forgot you were confronting this problem over here as well. So right now you're confronting both problems, which actually causes something special to happen. If at any point one player is confronting both problems, it starts one massive face-off between both sides, where the characters at both problems have a face-off with each other, and both of the problems will flip afterwards. So this is going to start automatically because you're confronting both problems. You get the 2 that you just got. Sorry again, I totally forgot that you were confronting this problem over here. You were completely right. And now we start one huge face-off with all of our characters at problems. So, flip over the top card of your deck, and let's see what happens. I'm going to get +3, so that's going to be 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and just 10. Oh, and you're going to get that +4. Nice. So just add up the power of all of your characters and let me know what it is. One other thing, if anyone comes across a Starlight Glimmer friend, let me know, please. I have a deck I think working around. I don't remember what Starlight Glimmer does, actually. $13. Okay, so you're beating me out. Now, just put this card right back on the bottom, as usual. Move all of your friends home, like you did with the last one. We look at the bonus problem, the bonus points on each problem to see which one is higher, and you get the higher of the 2. So since we have a 2 and a 1, you get 2 points for winning the face-off. And then both problems change. Okay. All right, perfect. Unfortunately, at the end of your turn, yada yada, you've got more than 3 friends, so you gotta discard some dudes. Oh, do you really want to get rid of Drillbit? Drillbit's really good, dude. Dude's got 3 power. Okay, so I'm going to start going, I suppose. I draw. Now that you have 11 or more, it's going to go up to 5 action points now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Rest 1 for your purple Parasprite. And let's see here. I'm going to pay 2 to move Drillbit over. I'm going to pay 1 to play Apple Cobbler. I'll pay 2 to move Blue Moon over here. And... I should have put him over there. Oh well, it's not a big deal. And during the score phase, I'm successfully completing It's Alive, so I'm going to get 1 point. I'm done, and at the end I'm going to discard this guy right here. Okay, so you're up. You're done, really? Oh, is that a mistake? I need to make sure before I go. What are you guys talking about over here? I recall this a really good Glimmer Troublemaker for aggro decks. When it flips, it moves a character to its problem for free. Nice. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't a mistake. Not gonna challenge here. So, we're gonna get our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is with this chick? I don't even want her. 1, 2. Guess I'll play this here. 1, 2. No. And 1, 2 to play another one. Oh, good stuff. Score phase. I'm gonna get 1 for confronting It's Alive, and I'm done. You're up. Brony Hero, I am using this site right here. Hey, so I want to double check something. Has anybody been hearing what I've been saying the last couple of turns? I realized that the cord on my microphone was a little loose, so I kind of want to double check. Has everyone been able to hear me so far? Gosh darn it. I'm gonna feel really bad if I go back and listen to this. Test, test, test. So nobody can hear me right now? Okay, so I'm gonna do one more test here. Can you guys hear me right now? Oh, gosh darn it. I've been talking to myself for the past, like, forever. When did I cut out? Okay, so... Jesus, add up the power to all of your characters, I guess. Really wish somebody had said something earlier. Alright, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 13, sorry. I've got 13 altogether. Jesus, sorry. That's really embarrassing. Yeah, I've just been sitting here talking up a storm. 8? Okay. So that means I win the double face-off. Studious activates for, what's your name? Mint Julep. Mint Julep Studious effect activates because I want to face-off, and I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And everybody goes home. So I just put cards I care about over here real quick. I get the to the 2 bonuses, which is just 1. And then these change again. Why aren't you flipping? Okay, there we go. Okay, neat stuff. So my move. Okay. Let me just... I did the thing again. Okay. So, flip this over. Top card to bottom. Draw a card. Nah. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I need? 4. Let's go 1, 2 to play Drill Bit over here. 1 to play Igneous. 2 to play Granny Smith. 2 to move my other Granny Smith over here. Okay, and I still have 1 point left. So, during the score phase, I'm completing Runaway Cart because Igneous Rock, the first turn he's put into play, he gets +1 power until the end of the turn. So this is going to be 4. I'm going to get 1 point. And I'm done. So I'm going to discard a bunch of cards. Let's get rid of you, freaking you, And you. Okay, I'm good. Hiya, Dark Blast. Thank you so much for stopping by. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Then again, say it with me, guys. It's not a Kudo-kun live stream if there's not some kind of audio issues. Okay, well, actually, there's not a face-off on Runaway Cart. The reason being because you get one more point, my dude. As soon as you confront, you get your point, and as soon as one player has 15 points, the game's over. So yeah, man, you got it. I think you understand the basics just fine. Didn't really seem to have very many problems. There weren't very many questions you had to ask. I think overall you just have it. Maybe look through some of my old videos, maybe MLP month, and you should find something that you could use as a starting place, or you could look over some other decks, or you could go on the site and make your own deck to play around with, and we can play again sometime. Closing out of the chat. So, I think that's about it for today. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. I've been streaming way too long today. If you were watching on YouTube or something and you want to get in on this, then just leave me a message on Facebook or whatever, and I'm always down to play. The next live stream will be tomorrow. That's going to be the official Card Games and Chill episode 1, so should be good times. Remember, if you're interested in Buddy Fight, Card Fight, MLP, or Weiss Schwarz, I'll be playing all 4 of them tomorrow, and then we will even be getting, we'll be getting into more card games and stuff next week. But yeah, until then, I'll catch you guys later.